Hello, my name's Barry. Today I want to have a nice serious conversation with you about books. If you don't know, on my channel, I have been covering all kinds of books on this channel. As you can see, I did a filter for the books that I've covered, and actually, 16 of the top books that had 90 views or more up here. One is actually based on a book. Now, I have a bunch of other books that didn't quite make it 90, but as you can see, maybe you can't, but a lot of these got some pretty good numbers. What does that tell me? What does that tell you? Well, uh, okay. It should say that obviously book review people enjoy listening and responding. However, there's more to doing a YouTube channel than reviewing things that I like. That help, but that doesn't really help the algorithm. It doesn't help the channel. It doesn't really help you. It's like a shot in the dark. I'll give you a great example because it's not just limited to uh, this type of channel. Some years ago, I was listening to a couple of gaming YouTubers, and they said the same thing. Sure, there are some games that they love, but they don't cover it on their channel because it is not it does not do very well. And the audience seems to not care for it. So they make no point. They play it on their own time. Same thing here. Same principle. Now, does that mean I'm gonna go cover a book that I have absolutely no, but it has to be in reason. I covered some theology books. In fact, one that you didn't see, mainly because they released it yesterday, only has about 8 views. And it's designed for beginners, those who are just starting the Christian walk and they just want to know the basic. It's right there on my in the video tab on my channel. And I've also covered others. You may notice I have a lot of inner healing types. And that's because that was kind of like my background. And yes, I have some more. In fact, I have a list of influential books that actually helped me as it relates to that genre, not Christian literature or any other area. I could do the same with other things. But still, I need to get an idea of what you are. Uh, because I noticed that in the books that I review, some didn't do well. And it's not so much the book, it's really because you guys probably never heard of that individual. And that doesn't do me any good. To review a book, nobody knows or doesn't care. It's great, it sounds good, but you have to have an interest in it. I need to know, like, oh, a lot of these people like some good, easy to understand theology. Great. The reason I think that is if you may have noticed that the two Mike Winger videos were like, boom, right to the top. Well, it helped that Mike has a big fan base. There's also an interest in the topic, too. Great. I wish Mike wrote a book and not talk about it. uh, yes. So, what are you interested in? What kind of topic? Are you interested in that? Or are you into Christian living, which I've done that? I even read review actually two, Jesus Speak, which is an old video. I probably should revisit that book because once in a while it still shows up and it's not getting publicity because it's so old, and more importantly, most people don't even know it's there. It's a Frank Viola book. No, not the softball player. Oh boy. What author are you interested in? I'm considering Derek Prince for the thing about how to deal with false teaching or demons and all that fun stuff. Yeah, people like that, not somebody who's out there. So I'm probably not going to really touch a Bill Johnson book. Why? Because when I review Bill Johnson's book, they never do well. I even did a nice video uh, with some good biblical points and some teaching, and barely anybody showed an interest in it. It was like, I'm not interested in anything that guy had to say. Or the books, the couple of books I reviewed on my old blog. Guess what? I'm not going to bother with the guy. I have no interest in the book anyway, really, except for one, which I thought was useful. The other, no. But that's me. But see, but are you getting the point? That's what I want to hear. So I have an idea like, okay, I know I have a complementarian audience, conservative theology, great. I'm glad there's a lot of common ground. Uh, some of you guys are probably reformed, and some of you guys are continuing. That is, you believe that the gifts are for today and that. And you probably would like biblical understanding of how they're supposed to work rather than the craziness of hyper charismatic. I'm thinking of one who went into right into Pentecostal, some charismatic, and all that stuff for so many years. And I was a nominal Catholic when I walked right in. But you see that, so I get it. I understand some of the problem. So I want to hear. And I have a feeling that you guys probably would rather I read a book about a topic than me sharing my insight. So as nice as it is, because that has more authority, I get that's not a problem. In fact, in some ways, I think it's better because we both learn and grow in the process. All right. Hey, that was the whole goal. I want to hear. Please leave a comment. I want to hear about that. So that way I can spend my time a little bit more wisely. Yes, I do have some other books in mind. A gentleman named Craig, I believe, he wrote Winning Winning the War in Your Mind. If that title doesn't sound suspiciously familiar, I'm going to have some fun with you. It is a nice kind of fun. I'll give you a hint. The other person is a woman, and I covered her book, and you saw it on that list that I briefly showed. It starts with a J, and the last name with an M. Battlefield of the Mind. And I'm not even afraid of covering Doug Wilson. I even got some history books that haven't fared as well. You might not have seen it, but yes. See, I do have a good range of topic and interest. All right. And I'm not afraid of critiquing where it's reasonable. All right. Hey, I want to thank you for your time. Hope you have a blessed day. Trust this recording is of value. And I do want to hear from you. Thank you and have a blessed day.